Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. I hope you're all doing good. These servers are currently down for the new update that's coming out today, including the legacy patch and a bunch of other fixes, which hopefully is covering a lot of big issues like the unlimited grenades and a few others, kind of like nuclear winter trophies and God knows what else. But yeah, we're going to be diving straight in, reading through it all, so I hope you enjoy. If you do, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, guys. We're on the way to 40,000 subscribers. So yeah, let's do it and let's find out what's been changed in this update. So here we go. The update sizes, what the bloody... Right, so on PC it says it was 5.6 gig, PlayStation 14.5 and Xbox 14.9. Now I've already done my update, but my update was 4.5 gig, so might be a little bit varied there. Let me know in the comments how big of an update yours is, but 15 gig, that's probably going to be the title of the video. So there you go. So let's go further into it. The weapon changes. Here we go, the big juicy bit. Let's have a look. Although we are playing in post-apocalyptic world, we want to keep that world fair, fun and inviting to all. While you have been exploring and rebuilding, we have been working on a new system that works behind the scenes to remove illegal attachment combinations that violate the EULA to ensure that every single player is using and trading the same items and has the same advantages as you. In today's update, we're implementing a system that will remove illegal mods attached to weapons that cannot be obtained in the game. Most players will not notice any changes to their existing weapons. However, players who are in possession of a weapon with a mod that cannot be equipped naturally to the game may notice a damage decrease to their weapon and the mod will no longer exist. So this includes stuff like legacy weapons, like the energy explosive weapons, which had the effect of explosive. So you could have a bloodied explosive laser rifle. You can't actually get explosive energy weapons in the game anymore, so they've completely taken that out and now you'll just have a bloodied laser rifle. So the extra bit will just be gone. So this also affected hacked weapons as well, because they had mods from other weapons, kind of like a beam splitter on a handmade, that type of thing, so they're all gone as well. It's not just energy weapons as well, like this is all sorts of different weapons that's had old effects like double ammo capacity, stuff like that, stalkers, melee weapons, lots of different ones that will have been kind of fixed or removed in this update. Going on to the next bit, we actually just have a huge list of different patches. That's all that's in the actual patch notes as a kind of typed out description of anything. So bug fixes, let's go. Art and animation we're starting on. So we have backpack flares, various adjustments to the view of backpack flares in crafting menu. Cryolator made adjustments to the frosted texture on the weapon model. Flares increase the zoom of backpacks to allow more visibility on flares. Loot bags, various fixes to loot bag skins that were missing collision. Power armor, adjustments to player's first person view while wearing the alien invader power armor paint and using a heavy weapon. I feel like some people had complained about that, but I've not seen it myself. Fixed an issue where XO1 prototype paint could be reapplied after changing paints or skins. Could not be applied, sorry. Another power armor fixed an issue that can change the colour of the highlighted weapon parts at a weapons workbench after entering and exiting power armor. Rifles, applying the aligned stock mod to a laser rifle or ultrasight rifle now changes its appearance to reflect the mod. Vault Girl arm wrestle machine, the player character no longer clips through the machine during its animation. And finally, for this section, we've got weapon paint. The nuke dark paint for the pump action shotguns now displays correctly. So nothing really massively exciting for me on that list. If I've missed something that's a big change, please let me know in there. We've got some audio changes. Scout's banners, using the scout banner now plays the correct sound effect. Weapons, the spinning barrel sound effect from the miniguns, Gatling plasmas and Gatling lasers and the pepper shaker now stops when entering water. Didn't know that was an issue, but I hope they've stopped the stupid sound issue at eviction notice where the minigun's just constantly going and going and going. Hopefully that's fixed. Camps and shelters, we've got a bunch of stuff on here. Starting off, we've got allies. The proper name is now displayed for Sam, Catherine and Zeno, I don't know actually how to pronounce his name, when inspecting or placing allies at the player's camp. The 9-ball table now correctly provides +2 charisma buff. The spore plant bed now correctly gives the well-rested bonus after being used. Spore plant bed, is that even in the game yet? I feel like that's not even in the game yet. I might be wrong. Maybe it is. I don't think it is, though. Displays the Thirst Zapper can now be displayed on the full-sized wall weapon rack. Happy days. Free cam, players can no longer place floor objects on top of their character while in the free cam mode. I didn't even know that was a thing. Interesting. Message board neon letters can now be applied to the message board kiosk. The abandoned mine camp kit roof now correctly uses the same amount of budget as other roof corner variants. I didn't know about that either. Trophies. Fix an issue that caused nuclear winter trophies and statues not to be buildable in camps and shelters. There's the first big change. So that was one that did get fixed in the PTS and was causing a few issues. I did make a video on it. Basically, if you destroyed this, you couldn't repair it, and if you had it unlocked, you couldn't place it down at your camp. Pirate ship. Adjustments to the collision and snapping on the landlubber pirate ship and sea legs pirate ship. Okay. Radioactive holiday tree. Fix an issue where the radioactive holiday tree would persistent radiation when stored in a blueprint. That's weird. Recipes. Players who have learned the recipe for Cappy and Bottle's couple sign now correctly build the object. Survival 10. Fix an issue which could prevent players from fast traveling to their team members' APC survival tents. Watch post prefab, fix a collision. So nothing, it's all a lot of just little bugs at the minute, nothing too exciting. Nuka World on Tour, events completed in the Nuka World on Tour now correctly count towards complete events in the ash heap. Hopefully there's some more fixes around Nuka World on Tour, because you can't fast travel to Most Wanted, like, surely that's been fixed. Mad Dog Malone, when in his down state, Malone no longer appears in nearby corpses menu. Interesting. Garahan Mining HQ addressed an issue that prevented players from entering. There you go, that's an issue. That's another one, which actually is an interesting one, because this is going to be a new location in this next update that's coming out later this month, later in February, early March, where we're getting a new daily ops location, which is the Garahan Mining HQ. Now, since they said that and announced that, all of a sudden you couldn't actually get inside the Garahan Mining HQ, which was a bit strange. I went and tested it out, and you could still get in on the PTS, but not in the live servers, which was strange. Lady G's stall is now in its proper place. Didn't know it wasn't. Event. Distinguished guests. Players will now receive proper rewards for each completion stage of this event. Feed the People. Food canisters will no longer despawn during Feed the People when a player enters the loading dock. Nuka World on Tour. All Nuka World on Tour public events now correctly drop legendary cores upon completion. When Slept Beneath now grants the correct amount of XP. Seismic Activity now properly grants Ultraside Scrap as event rewards. The Deposit Buckaroos counter in Most Wanted now displays the number of Buckaroos needed instead of using a progress bar. I wonder why they did that. Items. Gold tablespoons now provide gold instead of silver when scrapped. Seriously, 4 years in and we've only just realised this. Gunpowder is now classified as a junk scrap item. Another big change, that one. Basically, you can now scrap it and put it inside your scrap boxes and stuff like that, so ideal. Nuka Grip now shows the correct value of rads removing after drinking. The T65 right arm now correctly requires aluminium for crafting to match the left arm. Radaway Diluted reduced the debuff timer from 2 hours to 7 minutes to be aligned with Radaway, which has a 15-minute debuff timer. Interesting. Sunshine Oil adjusted the Sunshine Oil to correct damage resistance effect. The damage reduction now also increased the herbivore is increased by the herbivore mutation. I love it when they do this, right? Look at this, right? Localization. Various localization fixes. What the hell does that mean? Right, perks, Quack Surgeon, Maya Magic Moonshine, and Vintage Maya Magic Moonshine, geez, that's a bloody mouthful, now work with the Quack Surgeon perk. Perk sharing added a gameplay setting to allow players to reject shared perks. I heard about this. This was a pretty exciting one. I had seen that. Really cool idea. So basically, if you're a bloody build, sometimes people will share a perk. I can't remember the name of it, but there's a perk, it's Rad Sponge or something, where basically if you're nearby that player, you will lose rads. So if you're a bloody build, this is a proper carry on, because obviously you want to keep your rads, but this shared perk's taking them away, so it's really annoying. And we've got Quest, Disarming Discovery, Dagger will no longer become hostile to players prematurely. Flavors of Mayhem, players will no longer receive syringer ammo upon relog. Stability, address a client crash that would occasionally occur when returning to the main menu from an expedition. Local looting, allies in a down state will no longer appear in the nearby corpses. Adjusted the seismic activity event start banner to not overlap animations. Pip-Boy bobblehead for the big gun now displays its buff in the Pip-Boy. And then we've got some weapon ones and world ones. So weapon, ammunition. The explosive prefix on weapons only applies to bullets, excluding railway rifles. Only applies to bullets, excluding... So does that mean you can't have explosive railways? Is that what that means? Prefix on weapons only applies to bullets. Oh, hang on, no, that must mean you can still have them. So it only applies to bullets, but it also works on railway spikes. I'm guessing that's what it means. Please let me know if I'm wrong. But yeah, I think that's the case. Recoverable projectiles from the player's weapons are no longer able to be looted by other players. Interesting. Addressed an issue causing the flamer to give false positive damage numbers when hitting enemies in VATS. The flamer will now hit enemies during VATS more efficiently. So there's a little bit of a buff there to the flamer. The auto axe and chainsaw now show the number of mods unlocked at workbenches. Cultist dagger and bowie knife can now be modded. The Deathclaw gauntlet and meat hook no longer use one-handed weapon perks. They still benefit from unarmed. I suppose that should have been the case all along, but okay. The sleek mod effect now stacks when applied to 2 pieces of leg armor. Mr. Handy Buzzblade reduced the VATS AP cost of the Buzzblade. Assault rifles now correctly have the rifle classification regardless of how it's modded. So this one was the one that confused me yesterday. Does this mean that commando perks don't work on the assault rifles? Is it just the rifleman ones now? I'm not entirely sure on this. We'll have to test it when it comes in. But that sounds very confusing. Like, why would you have only rifle perks when you're running a commando build and you've got an automatic receiver on it? Like, interesting change there. Radium rifles now have an increased chance to learn mods when scrapped. Happy days. Thirst Zapper fixed an issue that caused unlimited throwables with the Thirst Zapper equipped. They have changed it. I thought they did. Happy days about that. And also fixed a bug where the water ammo for the Thirst Zapper appeared in the favorites wheel. So there's a weird one. But yeah, pretty happy about that fix there. There's not been too many exciting changes. There is a couple more here about private worlds. Fixed an issue causing several quest and event related NPCs to not be present on private worlds. Fixed an issue causing legendary exchange machines and encrypted terminal to not appear in private worlds. So nothing too crazy, but of course there is some big changes. Unlimited grenades is now gone. Legacy weapons is gone. Hacked weapons is gone. There's some weird change with assault rifles. Don't know what that's happening. And there's also, of course, a few more which I read out, but I can't remember them all off the top of my head. So interesting stuff, but not really too many big ones. They haven't fixed the issue where basically you come out of daily ops. It still says you're in daily ops, or at least it's not listed. And last time I played the PTS, it still worked. So I don't know, guys, but yeah, let me know, and let me know if I missed anything down in the comments, guys. But that's it for now. So I'll catch you in a couple of hours for the Atomic Shot review. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye, and I'll catch you later.